What's an example of expanding the assortment to broaden the appeal?
I'll give you a great example. Several years ago, we really reduced our fishing area, and by that I mean literally, people fishing with their families and so on. And it hurt us. And what we've done recently in the last 18 months is we've dramatically improved the assortment that we have there. Many more price points, a lot more brands have been added into the fishing area, and then we've really focused on communicating that to customers, and we've seen a real dramatic turnaround in that business, and we've really benefited from that expanded assortment.
You reduced SKUs store-wide a couple of years ago. Yeah. Because it appeared that's what the customers wanted. It turned out that you're bringing the SKUs back, thousands of them now, because it turns out that's what they want. What's the lesson to take out of that experience?
The thing that's great about retail is that if you get the assortment right and you get the value right, customers do respond. In our case, people are in our stores, and so it's really up to us to make sure we have the right stuff for them. What we've learned through this whole recession is just how incredibly resourceful and smart our customers are.
Is it true that something like 90% of the U.S. population goes to Walmart?
It is very close to that. In the course of a year, it's very close to 90% of the population will at least visit a Walmart once. And then you've got about half the population that will actually visit us on a monthly basis, and again, half again of that, maybe a quarter of the population that is with us weekly or more frequently than that.
It's a fabulous thing to hear, but I can imagine it being a big challenge from a messaging point of view. Now, you've said value has got to be the heart of the messaging, right. But what have you found really works?
Yeah, I mean, our messaging really falls into two camps. My boss, Bill Simon, our CEO of the business in the U.S., talks about we have the broadest assortment at the lowest prices. And fundamentally, we sell the everyday needs of life. And we've got to do that incredibly well. There's a big operating component to that that's really important. And so from an advertising and a communication standpoint, really my job is to make sure that first and foremost people have trust and confidence that we have the lowest prices and that they can trust our everyday low price policy and approach, and that we have the assortments again that they're looking for. And that's where it does become a little more challenging, because we have to communicate things like when we put this fishing assortment back, that in fact it is back, that we've got the brands you're looking for, and that people really can trust us to have the right assortment as well.
Since you have almost 4,000 stores in the United States, you have an enormous opportunity to experiment, to try things, all kinds of things. I presume you do a lot of that. What have you learned?
Yeah, absolutely. I would say that, sort of the three parts of retail that are important are, operations. Can you run really good stores, and can you really be a part of that community? And that includes our associates at store level. Merchandising, which is really getting the merchandise right and getting the pricing right. And then marketing, and how do we talk to and interface with our customers. And we need entrepreneurship in all of those areas. And fortunately, because our founder was Sam Walton, and he was always trying new things, it is a big part of the Walmart culture to innovate and to try new things. And same thing in marketing. We're really looking at the important communities to us, whether it be military families or Hispanic customers, and how do we interact with those communities.